Today we're going to be previewing or looking at a book that I found when I was at the used bookstore, and so we'll talk a little bit about it. I have 27 books about dollhouses and dollhouse furniture and how to make it, and some that are just about different places that have dollhouses. So I might share some of those with you from time to time. But this is a new one, so I thought I would share a little bit of what it's about. Before we get into the kind of the looking at the book, the preview of it or survey of it, I do want to invite you, if you would, to like the program today, and if you like it and you like others that you found on the site, then please consider subscribing. I now have 478 subscribers, and so I'm hoping to continue for that to grow. But I just thank every one of you who have subscribed, and encourage you to take some time to look at the different playlists and follow those through. We will watch a YouTuber out of England, Cruising to Cut, I think is the name of his, and he put all 300 of his videos in a playlist, and it's enabling us to go back to 2015 all the way up to the present time and see his videos in order. I think that's neat. So, but we're now going to turn our attention to this book, which is called Making Miniature Country Houses. And we'll go to the workbench so we can see things up close. So, when I was at the bookstore, I came across this book, which I've already shared the title, but it's Making Miniature Country Houses. And there's an interesting story as you would read the beginning of the book, where we have the dedication and the thanks. The dedication was to the author, Herb Surman, who passed away before its completion, and then it has his wife, Gloria, I think it is, who completed the work on the dollhouses and painted them, and then they were fortunate enough to have someone to help them edit and put it together. So it's a nice story of dedication and love. The book was copyrighted in 1990, so that's about 34 years ago. And let me share just a little bit about the construction. When you see the instructions, it always gives you the tools that you will need, and tools and the materials that you'll need to make each one. And the instructions are very carefully put out with all the measurements, and so there's the real guidance that you need to build these. The size of them, one of them was, the door was 2 1/4 inch high. That's not quite high enough to be classified as a 1/25 scale. But the others are within that range. They're either 3.5 inches or somewhere in that category. Although there's no mention in the book that I found about scale, and I think they were just making these houses because they were inspired to, and they were the designs, and they came out very beautifully. I will say that if you'd like to get a hold of your own copy, you can find them at thrift books online, Abbey Books, and you can find it on Amazon, and Alibris, is that how you say it? A-L-I-B-R-I-S Books. So you can purchase it if you're so inclined. So let's look a little bit at, as I said, the instructions are very clear. And so let's look maybe at the buildings that were built. Okay? So we'll kind of focus in on these. So we have a movie theater, that miniature movie theater. Then we'll go to here, which is a log cabin, a historic log cabin. And next we have, I'll have to go out a little bit for this one, a church. There's two churches. One is kind of an adobe design. Come over here, and we have a barn. Then we have a cottage, and you can tell by the size of the door, like the church really is kind of a blend between a 1/12 scale, because the door is a good full 6 inches high, but these other ones tend to be 1/24 scale. And we have here, which is a Victorian house. Above it is a ranch house that they've. Over here we have a little bit larger picture, so kind of have to maybe move back a little bit. Whoop, you can see it. And it's a 2-story with a basement. Then we have a 3-story, and these are probably 1/24 scale. Over here we have it says a farmhouse, and it is not, the doorway on this is less than 3 inches, so it's just a nice building, but it's not made to scale. And there's a room down below there. On the back it shows, on this next page, an adobe church and a little cottage, and then these are smaller ones that he made. So it's a very nice book, and it has very nice instructions. So if you are looking for a project to make some different buildings on a somewhat 1/24 scale, then you might want to pick this book up. Well, I hope you enjoyed the preview of that book, and maybe got a little insight where you can buy it or find it if you'd like to. and how you might be able to use it to enhance your miniature building, just if you're so inclined. At the end of each program for this last 9 programs, I've shared with you one of the 9 noble virtues. And the final one, which I share with you today, is truth. And this is what it says about truth. I seek the truth even when it may be a hard truth. I seek truth, true words, or stand in silence. I speak true words or stand in silence. And I defend the truth from those who do not honor it. So truth. So just let me run down through those. Courage, discipline, fidelity, honor, hospitality, integrity, persistence, self-reliance, and truth. Those are the 9 noble virtues, and usually these were in connection with knighthood. So again, I hope that you'll maybe think about these and put them in practice in your life, but I also hope that you will be looking after and taking care of yourself, and especially those around you. And be a prayer for those who have been in this last storm and flooding. And if you get a chance, reach out to them financially, or if you're so fortunate to be able to be there and help with your presence and doing the work that needs to be done, please do that. So until the next time, take care of yourself and